so it's okay now for gay men to give blood. That's gotta be good, right? Right? I'm not so sure. People are all welcoming this new gay men can now give blood. It's gone from gay men not being able to give blood completely at all to gay men only being able to give blood when they haven't had sex for a year. Do you know of many gay men who haven't involved in sexual activity in 12 months? Have you heard of a straight man who hasn't engaged in sexual activity for 12 months? It's very uncommon. As I've said in the previous video, it's a constant one step forward, two steps back. You never get any further, there's no progress. You think you're getting progress and it just comes back. It's ridiculous. See, I did say that. It isn't really progress for progress' sake. The fact that it's just as likely for a heterosexual person to gain HIV as it is a homosexual person is completely irrelevant. It's just going back to the 1980s when there was an AIDS pandemic and they were looking for a scapegoat and there was very big homophobic tendencies. There still is quite big homophobic tendencies, but that was it. Gay men became scapegoats. And it's taken 30 years to even address that. But gay men have a reputation of being sexually promiscuous. And straight men don't. Yeah, but they're not having gay sex. They can still have anal sex with women. It's an ongoing circle. There's gonna be loads of opinions on this, of why it isn't and why it is and whatever. But it's ridiculous. The vast majority of gay men I know all have protected sex because that is how it gets passed. But then there's an ongoing argument of what about bisexual men? Do they not have to have had sex with a man for 12 months and are okay to have sex with a woman? And what of the woman? What if a bisexual man has had sex with a man and then months down the line has sex with a woman? Can that woman get blood? Because surely it's all one big thing. It's still passing on as such. It's one of those things that you can't really put a label on it, so I don't understand how it's happening. It's making progress now, it's a 12-month ban, rather than a lifetime ban, but what man doesn't have sex in 12 months? There was a statistic pointed out to me. It takes 3 months before HIV is even visible in the blood. Blood goes off after a week, so it's used immediately. Once it's been given, it's used more or less within a few days. How can they be sure that it's not 100% clear? Quite frankly, they can't. But I do have to agree with the sexual abstinence, but it should affect everybody. And if it's the case of 3 months, maybe it should be a 3-month ban for everyone. I don't know, it's one of those subjects where it's a bit confusing, but I think the main point of what I'm trying to say is having a lifelong ban and bringing it down to 12 months for adult men is still particularly a lifelong ban because if they have a partner, they're not double negative, going to be intimate with each other. If that makes sense. If one of the plans is okay, I want to give blood, the other one's realistically not going to be okay, we're just going to cuddle for 12 months, then you can give blood. It's not really realistic, is it? Come on. Anyway, thanks guys. Just gone back from the 1980s AIDS AIDS pandemic. I can't even say the blooming word. Pandemic. AIDS pandemic. Is that even the right word? Pandemic. Yeah. Is it a pandemic?